Hello there, art friends. Today I got a tip for you on how to refill these black drawing pens, whether it's Copic, see, I got a Neo Pico here, got a Micron, got a Pitt pen. I even have some sign pens that I like to use, and they all refill the same way. Anything that's got this plug on the back that you can pull off and get to the sponge you're okay with. And this is just a sort of hard tipped pen. It's got a nib not unlike a sort of traditional Hunt 107, Crow Quill, Hunt 102 type pen. The other ones are felt tip, but it's just your basic pen. And you just need a few simple tools. Usually I like a nice cloth rag. Then get yourself a pair of pliers and just pull that back plug out. That's all. And sometimes the back plug comes out itself, and sometimes it needs a little help, so I get a pair of tweezers and I drop them in there, and that's just a little sponge that's coated in plastic. Get a little ink on your fingers. I actually just refilled this one, but I'll show you how to do it anyway. You need some India ink, and you can actually use any India ink with this, but I like the Ultra Draw. It's technical pen ink, and technical pens aren't used that much anymore, but the ink for them has a little bit of glycerin, which is a water surface tension breaker, and that makes the ink flow a little bit better through a pen or something, or through even one of these pens. So I've used regular old Higgins drawing ink or something to do this, and it works fine, except the pens tend to clog up after a while. So all you do is put that one end over the rag, and then just drop by drop, put a drop right on the top of the sponge. It'll absorb in there. Depending on how much ink that's already in there, or how many drops it'll take. Sometimes it's dry a lot, until at the end you'll see the drops come out the other end. That means it's full. And then all you have to do is drop the sponge back in the back of the barrel of the pen, put the cap back on, and you're done. You have just refilled your marker with more black ink. And this sure beats the heck out of spending $5 on a new marker when it dries out, because there's usually a lot more life left in the tip and the sponge. So that it works with, I like this Neo Pico here. See if it'll focus. You focus on us? There we go. Neo Pico. This one is a marker tip, a felt tip. Same thing. You can just pull the back. Oh, this one's got a little trickier back on it, so. But once again, instead of having a cap that sticks out, it's got a cap that goes in, so you have to stick these pliers in there and pull it out. I've done it before. You can do it. But anything you can get the back cap off, you're good to go. Most of them are easy enough. Here, I like these sign pens, and that's a big yellow cap is easy enough to pull off. And these have terrible ink in them to begin with. I mean, it's a worn down, it's a nice big broad felt tip, but it's not really made for art. But I like them for drawing. I like the tip. That's a worn down tip. Let me show you a newer tip. But I find these sign pens work pretty well for sort of initial, just off the top of my head ink drawings. So I like to refill them with the India ink, because it makes for a much better drawing, and the ink lasts longer than whatever ink they put in there. So anyway, there you go. If you need a tip to fill up your Copic markers, to fill up your Microns, just grab yourself a pair of pliers, grab yourself some tweezers, and grab yourself some Ultra Draw ink, and you can get your pen up and running once again. Have a good one out there.